Maybe it's the calm before the storm. Could be the calm before the storm. We have the world's great military people in this room, I will tell you that.
Crooked bankers, Rothschilds on the run. Deep state players, we know what you've done. A light is coming in, expose your every sin as the mainstream media lies come undone. Here's a great man that drives them all insane, and he's gonna make America great again. I really want to introduce you to my friend Q and the people of the Great Awakening. Not long ago, as we all know, the CIA and NSA recorded every step we made. Surveillance state recorded everything we say, tracking everything we do every single day. Our privacy stolen by the deep state. They didn't hide their crimes, that's a very big mistake. They didn't think about the good guys in the NSA, cause they thought that Hillary would be the president today. Here's a message to all my friends. Let me tell you about something that's happening, about a movement called the Great Awakening. The QAnon phenomenon is going mainstream. This time is coming round to use the evidence and bring them down, and we'll all just laugh as they fall and crawl, cause where we go one, we go all. Trump sentence, he has all the proof of the crime, and it's gonna be released all in good time. But first let's drain the swamp, clean the dump, expose the lies, get the lying dirty judges out. Then we'll shine the light until there's no end, and show Obama light to get a FISA warrant. The DNC and Hillary's fight illegally on the Trump campaign and his family. That's a major crime, you see. They lost their power, they can't defend. We're witnessing the beginning of their end. These people are stupid, they can't pretend, cause they never thought that Trump would win. Now crippled and scared, and they know they're screwed, and all they have left is a bunch of fake news. It won't fix this mess, they're all out of luck, and nothing will work, and see, and it sucks. Here's a message to all my friends. Let me tell you about something that's happening, about a movement called the Great Awakening. The QAnon phenomenon is going mainstream. This time is coming round to use the evidence and bring them down, and we'll all just laugh as they fall and crawl, cause where we go one, we go all. The deep state wants to win the next election, try to take control of the House and the Senate, try to stop Trump and Q and all the decisions, but their voting bases indicate hashtag walk away. Remember now, this is just the start, cause it's all coming down like a house of cards. There's more people going down in due time, like all the dirty CEOs that resign. They'll try to keep everyone in the dark with the use of Hollywood, Susan, Jack, and Mark to hide the fact that they're all evil and sick, child trafficking, pedophiles, Satanists. Their time is up, soon they won't even exist. Military trials, seal indictments, God's justice being served for all their sins. Their time is up, that's all, that's it. Here's a message to all my friends. Let me tell you about something that's happening, about a movement called the Great Awakening. The QAnon phenomenon is going mainstream. This time is coming round to use the evidence and bring them down. And we'll all just laugh as they fall and crawl, cause where we go one, we go all. Cause where we go one, we go all.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You'll find out.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of evidence. All right. There you go, folks. Me and Alan came across that. I was showing him that. I think we played it about a year ago. I know not everybody likes that style of music, but man, the words are every bit as kind of right there, isn't it? How's everybody doing this afternoon? Alan, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for inviting me, Mike.
Yes.
It's good to be on the show, guys.
You guys remember?
Patriots.
Give Alan a big warm thanks. We're just here to talk for a little bit, kind of keep it Patriot kind of loungy, like the mod, Amy the mod. So I don't know, what was that whole rule? I guess you can't go live from a device or like a phone unless you have over 1,000, but if you're on a computer, you can still go. Is that the new rule? I have not heard that. Welcome, Amy. Good to see you. Hello, fellas. Afternoon, Mike and Alan. Welcome, Alan. Hey, Alan, welcome. Alan's been on once before.
Thank you, guys.
Link to the intro music video. I will add that to underneath actually right now. I can do that.
I actually have a friend that's going to make a entrance for entrance video for Mike.
There you go. So that's, yep. And I was showing him that. And I was like, man, I'm going to play this again just because it's all coming back around. Some of the videos. Well, if you guys some of you here saw the bar testimony and what was said and what's being investigated. Well, we've known this. We got Hoover, Horowitz in the background. Okay, so all right, if you check under this video in the description, I got a lot of stuff in there. Let me see. Okay. Video I found. This back down. All right, the link is now added. I think I did that right. Hold on.
Thank you guys for the warm welcoming.
Okay. All right, so that's added. It's saving. It says the changes are being saved. Okay, they're saved. All right. Let me get my comments up. Love the intro, Stana Vina. Thank you. You can't go live on a phone. I don't. We need somebody to answer in on that. Amy knows because she has her channel. So she put you can on a computer. So I thought I heard her saying something like that. But there's some apps out there that you could probably do workarounds, which basically the app would just trick the YouTube to think that if you open up YouTube through this app, it'll trick it to think that you're on maybe a different device. And people can be like, how does that work? Like that projector I have right here beaming this image. When I hook that up, I've hooked this up to, like in the past, a cable box. The cable box can detect that this is a device that's not capable to work with Comcast. They don't want you doing too big of a screen because they think like you're maybe charging somebody to come watch movies or sporting events. There are rules about that. If you remember years ago, the Super Bowl had issues with people calling it Super Bowl parties. And wait a minute, you guys are having parties around the country in your basements? What kind of size screens here? If you're over a certain size, they wanted like you to pay money.
Oh wow.
It's like you're hosting too many people. You're making too much money off of having a Super Bowl party, you know.
Sounds like
So
they have too much control there.
yes, that's what we're. So Amy the Mod, I need 500 more subs to go live from her phone. Check out my channel. I would agree. So go. Let's give anyone here. Let's get Amy so she can keep going live, because she does live. She spreads truth. She does just chill things, which are really cool. I've been there a few times, trying to get there more often. Get some time scheduled, but let's support her, Amy the Mod. Click on her image or her name. I think it'll take you right to her channel. I can add that down below as well. Yeah, they got all kinds of new little rules coming out. Tap on her name. That's it. There you go. I listened to the intro 3 or 4 times before the chat.
Aren't they trying to bring down like people who they saying conspiracies, just out there to publish not fake news, but to be against the fake news and everything? They're trying to be against that, crack down on people out there trying to spread the truth.
Yes. So we've been shadow banned. What do you call? It would be called shadow banned on YouTube here, where YouTube has algorithms. It's a lot of there's over 40 hours every minute uploaded to YouTube around the world at this point. 40 hours or something like that. I might even be off. And there's a bigger, like 400 hours an hour or something. 400. They have computers set up to algorithm to look at everything coming in the best that it can. So the computers are, as it's being uploaded, kind of reading it, listening to it. Keywords get. And supposedly, yeah, you're that's how you get, demonetized or videos or you're just shadow banned. You're not promoted in the normal, typical way. Like if you've ever watched something on YouTube, then a lot of times it'll recommend the next video. Like if you like this one, watch this one, and it might be similar to the one you just watched.
I kind of watched. I think they have people hired almost on YouTube where they go on there and like.
Well, they're starting.
Like one with Alex Jones. You know who Alex Jones is.
Yes.
Yes. Did that one with Seth Rogen. They kind of like. I think they had someone from like that was backed by YouTube or whatever go on there and made a video of Alex Jones and Seth Rogen interview, and they literally like cut out or chopped in all the. This parts where he was talking crazy, about wizards and intergalactic, levels to everything. And
yeah,
he was just talking wild. But
I saw that
he
one
took
where
all those.
Alex got real mad at Rogan. He's like, "Oh, he's the one that sees demons." And,
no. This was after when they made up, when they were talking.
Okay.
They had a show where they talked about an hour, and just went over all the stuff that they were arguing about, and just squashed it there so they can continue talking on logical topics. I'm talking about. But that's what that kind of reminds me of. They just made a collage of all Alex Jones is talking crazy and made him sound stupid.
Yeah,
and he's really he has a lot of things put together.
They do that. They do that well. They had him sounding crazy on one of the mainstream channels where he was doing his intro. He's like, they're vampires and they're blah blah blah, and he says all this stuff, but then the music stops, the intro's over, and he's like, all right, so folks, what I was saying, Hillary's killed hundreds of thousands of people. He said things like that, and then when the show starts, he says by their vaccines or the things they're shoving over into these one countries, or he breaks it down in a more logical way, but sometimes he'll get into these little rants where the show's starting. And and if you only clip that without giving it any context of what's before it, what's coming after
this
it.
This dude's out there. This dude's way out there. And they don't want to listen
Psychedelic gnomes, yes.
What's that?
I think that's what the one Alex Jones is.
Oh, yeah, the one you were talking about?
Yeah, because I think the one I was talking about where Alex Jones is going off on him, he was talking about Joe Rogan taking DMT and... he's the one that because I don't know, it's crazy.
He's a good guy. He just has an open mind. He keeps an open mind, listens to everything, and he just deciphers what's good by logical thinking.
we've gotten some drops on Alex and the ties where the money comes from, and it's not good, but we don't really know. Yeah, I haven't dug into it much, but I listen to everything, believe nothing until I can verify it and connect dots. That's what we say, so we don't try not to bash anybody. I mean, the deep state, yeah, if the puzzle pieces are connected, we'll call it out. I mean, if and that's the whole point of the Patriot Hour. Even in the future, it's like if things get corrected a little bit, things are better, even for a short time. Some really bad people go down. We're here to keep watching the new administrations and the new people that come in, and anytime we see something, we got to be able to call that out. Yeah, Cute says Jones is a shill. There to give a lot of truth, 90% truth, but keep you 10% distracted,
Like
of
I
the real.
said, it's based on what you believe and what you come out with your answers to be. You can't believe everything everyone says.
Exactly.
You can't take it to heart.
And people are just doing their investigative work, and everyone's
And
gonna
that's just me. I mean, I'm not a supporter of Alex Jones. I've just watched a few of his shows. I just
take it in.
I take it in, and I can relate to some of the things he talks about. Not everything. He's got a big mind. He thinks about some crazy stuff.
Assange extradited to the U.S. I don't know about yet. I know he got arrested. The U.S. pled to make a deal to get the extradition to be ended, and it was early this morning. And they raided it, and they got him. So now he's going to plea his case to the courts there of don't extradite, like to revoke the extradition. But who knows what kind of deal was made. I was watching a History Channel, or some channel, I don't know if it's History to be exact, but this is years ago. But they were talking about people that had kind of found gold, like some couple found gold on their property out in California. And then there was the one I wanted to talk about was like this company that has ships and invest lots of money to sail and go do, well-coordinated sites where things have possibly gone down, and you risk. There's a rule for the people that do that. It's called, you're risking life and limb when you go underwater with scuba gear, or just being out on the open water. You've done this whole extradition and plotted and got the equipment and the divers, and you spent lots of money. And they found this crap load of money, some old Spanish,
Spanish gold coins,
and Spain put in like, that's ours, and they were trying to take it way back to 1780 when it was robbed from this other ship, and this was a pirate thing, and they found it, and the company said, no, it was just laying there, you never would have got it. It was kind of like a finders keepers, and the U.S., they ended up going to court, this company based out of like California or Florida or something, and they lost. Like the government literally said it needs to go back to Spain. But there was some deal made that we found out about years later when WikiLeaks, which just has to relate with Julian Assange, comes out because of all the information that we were getting dumped. I mean, WikiLeaks started in 2008. There was like warnings put out from these computer people that are like governments across the world. If you're doing wrong, if you're in a position of power and you're abusing your power, if you're screwing with the people from your country and screwing them over, you're going to be found, pedophiles, corrupt politicians, law enforcement, a position of power of sorts, and they've been accurate, like 100% accuracy from WikiLeaks on the things that have come out. It's like a lot of countries' top secret files that shouldn't have gotten, but people within the governments will leak them over to Assange. They verify them, then they print them, and they're open to the public, and that's where we've gotten a lot of this information. But the government made a deal to get some painting back. Our government made a deal with Spain, like, we'd let this go your way in court, but under the table, there's a painting that you guys got acquired all these hundreds of years ago that is known to be stolen from a prominent person here in the U.S. He would like it back. And they were like, all right. So the U.S. gave that company all the gold that shipwreck guy found. And then yet to this day, though, I guess the painting never came.
That almost doesn't sound legal.
No.
Let's just make up our own rules and go with
That's
it.
how it works, I guess, at the highest levels. I mean, I don't know. So research everything, guys. We're just kind of rambling on here. Anything else you guys have heard? What else is going on? Let me get a couple of topics here. Yeah, this drug-resistant super fungus kills nearly half the people it infects. Did you see that?
I don't know.
It's pretty crazy, folks. Never forget, 15 more Benghazi-related victims murdered. 30 inches of snow. Another bomb cyclone detonates over the Midwest. Wow. What is this? We aren't supposed to have another major blizzard in April, less than a month after a bomb cyclone caused apocalyptic flooding in central part of the country. Another bomb cyclone is hitting the exact same area. One meteorologist has called it a life-threatening storm. And at this moment, over 4 million people are under blizzard warnings. South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska, Kansas are going to get absolutely hammered before the storm finally moves out east on Friday.
That sounds like DARPA. That sounds like their weather changing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the authorities are warning that this new bomb cyclone will cause additional flooding in the region, but at this point, we do not know how bad that flooding will be. So there you go, folks.
Snow in spring.
By noon Wednesday, some portions of South Dakota has already received 18 inches of snow, and authorities in Minnesota have already responded to 213 auto accidents by yesterday evening. So if you live in that area of the blizzard, folks, please do not go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Anybody up in that area? We got anybody on the chat room right now that's from up in that area getting hammered or on the outskirts? I mean, anybody from Wisconsin, or I guess that wasn't one of them, but I thought they were getting some issue or a little bit of the bad weather up there as well. Yes, Michael Avenatti, naughty, has been real naughty. Michael Avenatti's been real naughty. He's got 36 indictments, folks. 36 indictments, and this was a Democratic front runner a couple months back. This guy, he's parading around. He was a lawyer for Stormy Daniels, the porn star, and Tucker Carlson hammered him on, like, well, she's still working in strip clubs. You're on CNN, and you're making a living for yourself by being in the media. And he's like, oh, that's not fair, Tucker. And he's like, oh, it is. But, you know, she's so deprived, she has to work in, you know, she's on tour doing strip clubs, and here you are on TV. And maybe you can give her some of your money so she don't have to work in strip clubs. You know, and he was like, she wants to work in strip clubs. This is unbelievable. Northern California here, so people are starting to tell us. I'm in northern Illinois, and it's storming kind of bad. Okay, we got a Phil Davidson. Yes, research everything. Oh, good. Somebody sees me. Thanks, Amy the mod. Well, we see you too. Cooper Kid, Northern Cali, Jefferson State. 333 years for Avenatti. Those who follow the numbers.
333.
Did he already get in, like, he hasn't gone to court or anything yet, has he? I mean, he hasn't had.
I don't know.
All right, yes, everyone keep subbing to Amy, the mod, please. We want to get her up to 1,000, over 1,000 today, by this evening, so she can go live about 5 o'clock. So let's hustle it up. Just joking. SoCal, Nike, beat wife, extorted Nike, equals good. I think he's overqualified to be the Democratic president at that point. He's too good. So Avenatti, he's been real naughty. He likes to party and hurt nobody. Ew. That's a picture of Alan's toe.
No,
Just joking. They can't see it. I don't have it up. Special report, woman paralyzed by brain discoveries breakthrough.
we see you.
Who do we see? Anyone? Invisible? I kinda. So Assange arrested, faces charges in the 2010 leak. Lawmakers call for immediate extradition of Assange. Let's go to Big League. for another about 15, 20 minutes. I got some stuff coming up. Big league politics. Hello from Rockaway Beach, Missouri. Charlotte. Got some weather manipulation. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring this. Which one do I want? Okay, we'll just keep talking. I can't bring them on. Montage. Obama refers to himself. Chirac. What about that? About what's going on up in Chicago there, Alan?
Check the Q drops.
Okay. Chirac. Chicago experiences a wave of shootings this past weekend. Let's see how many real quick. April 6th to the 7th were a host of string of shootings. 24 people were shot in 24 hours.
Wow.
That's 1 an hour. Jeesh. Little Chiracum. Couple of new Q posts here, folks. We got one anyway. 3312. I'll let Alan read this one here because it's the only one, and he's never read a Q post on the show. So here we go. 3312, Alan. Hold on. This came at 2:34. What time is it now? It came 8 minutes ago, folks, or 6 minutes ago. So go ahead.
If we are merely a LARP,
LARP, which is a live action role play, like a fake somebody's LARPing you. I'm a live action role play.
Okay. Asking questions on chains. Why are we being attacked daily by some of the world's biggest media
companies?
Social media companies deliberately applying censorship, banning shells paid, interested to disrupt media matters, blue check marks, cooperating or coordinated attacks, etc. For all a conspiracy on the chans.
Yeah. All for a LARP.
All for a LARP. Why is there a constant flow of disinformation being pushed? Re-Q. Example. Disinformation. Press re. Mueller is a white hat. Fake and false narrative.
Hold on. Let me do something here so they can see it. I forgot. All right, go ahead.
Where are we at? Okay. Think blockade. When we can't attack the information directly, you attack the source. If it falls, you create false, misleading information to discredit knowing select unaware followers would not take the time to corroborate the claims. See vehicle tactics used by fake news media. Logical thinking always wins. Amen. Nothing can stop what is coming. That's the truth. After the targets turn to the other side, the attacks will intensify. We have the source. Q.
There you go. When you can't attack the information directly, you attack the source. If that fails, you create false, misleading information to discredit knowing, select, unaware followers would not take the time to self-corroborate the claims. Same vehicle tactics used by the fake news media. Logical thinking always wins. That's right, folks. So, let's see here if there's anything more. I'll do an update. Nothing more. All right. So, what do you think about that, Alan?
I think it's right. Don't listen to this fake news. That's why we got Mike here and some other people who are supporting the awakening. They're here for when all this comes out. People are going to be baffled at just how deep this goes with everyone being involved in the deep state. Human trafficking, everything. It all boils down to bad. and we're going to be the good news here. That's what we're trying to be, and we just use logical thinking and deciphering false information, and then we report to you guys.
All right, I'm going to do that again because I'm going to record something for the Patriot Hour to get the new Q update. There's only one, but maybe there'll be another one, but I'm going to do this real quick, so bear with us, folks, for 1 second. 1 second here. I'm going to get this going, the music. It's going to restart. 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour. We've got some updates here. New QAnon, breadcrumbs, updates, drops. Got Alan here with us.
Morning.
What's going on? Good afternoon, good morning. Depending where you're at, you're right. It's people coming in from all over. We are live on the Patriot Tech. Let me get this up here. If you're not subscribed, please do. Okay, so look at this post again here. Just did this, but we're going to go over it again real quick. This came at 2:34 p.m. on the 11th of April. Post 3,312. That's 3,312 updates since the very beginning in late October of 2017. If we were merely a LARP asking questions on the chans, why are we being attacked daily by some of the world's biggest media companies, social media companies, deliberately applying censorship, banning, shields paid, inserted to disrupt, media matters, blue checkmark coordinated attacks, etc. All for a conspiracy on the chans, all for a LARP. Why is there constant flow of disinformation being pushed regarding Q? Example, disinformation push regarding Mueller is a white hat. Fake and false narrative. Think blockade. When you can't attack the information directly, you attack the source. If that fails, you create the false misleading information to discredit knowing, select unaware followers that would not take the time to self-corroborate the claims. In the bracket or in parentheses here, same vehicle / tactics used by the fake news media. Logical thinking always wins. Nothing can stop what is coming. As a target with an S, so targets turn to the other side, the attacks will intensify. We have the source. Click on this here and go to the original source from the 8chans. Again, you never know what you're going to come across, so we will keep that in mind. Let's let this page load up. You can see some of these people posted. Howdy, Q. Sup, boss. Welcome back, sir. I think Q's gone for about 10 days of darkness, or... Hello, Q. Welcome back. God bless you. Attention on deck. Good afternoon, boss. God bless Q team. Page is acting glitchy, folks. A lot of traffic. JA is safe? Question mark. So he's wanting to know, this guy's here, Anonymous is wanting to know if Julian Assange is going to be alright. Hey, boss, go team. LOL, Mueller Black Hat. Man, this thing's acting glitch. They have Julian Assange. So it begins, a great happening of our time. You absolutely effing rock, Q. Is Craig one of the 1 to 21? Man. Alright. Is it still being pushed? We aren't on the offensive enough. God bless. Reminder, Q team now controls Twitter account and possibly all of Twitter. That's why the repeated threats to @Jack and Q made him the stupid beard, you know. The more you know. I've been teary-eyed all morning, Q. I don't trust the UK with Assange. Safeguards for him in place. I'm assuming this post means yes. Almost forgot. I believe that BS about Mueller being a white hat, sir. I have learned to discern. I have learned to discern. Nice. Would not take the time to self-corroborate the claims. You, sir, have just scrutinally stated one of the most main issues plaguing America. The Matrix, unquestioned and supported. Nothing can stop what is coming. Nothing. We have the source, J.A. We have the source, Julian Assange. Ooh, that's who that could mean. There you have it, folks. All right. Just wanted to read a little bit of those. Q updates and breadcrumbs. All right, so we're going to shut this one down. We got some things to do and get into, but we will see you back here later. This is just a small little update. Me and Alan, we had the Q update for you. Those on the live channel got a little bit more before we went to record mode. So, again, we'll see you back here on the next episode. I'm Mike. This is Alan. Thanks for joining us, Alan. And any final words to the people as you leave them?
I just want to say thank you guys for having me, and just keep up with the Great Awakening and finding the truth, guys. God bless.
All right. God bless you and each and every one of you worldwide. And we'll see you back here on the next Patriot Hour update coming real soon.